everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Megan. I do sewing, embroidery, and other crafty things. And today is third day of Vlogmas. Also, I will be talking all about mighty hoops, what different sizes I have, where you can get them, and how it can change your embroidery game. So yeah, stay tuned for the rest of this video. So I have a list of questions that you might be asking, like, what the heck are mighty hoops? How do they change your embroidery game? How do they work? Where can you use them? What sizes do you use for certain items? All sorts of questions, and of course where you can buy them. So as you can see, I got a big old one here. This is my 11 by 13 inch mighty hoop. So I will kind of go over the different sizes that I have, and hopefully this video will be informative and will answer your questions. So I will kind of answer the who, what, where, when, why, and how questions. So I have a list of questions listed here. Hopefully I can answer them all for you. This is not sponsored in any way. I am just letting you know my information based on my experience, because I have 3 mighty hoops myself. Hoping to get more one day, but you know, the bank is only allowing me at the moment to have 3. And that's all I need for right now. So let us get to the first question. What the heck are mighty hoops? Mighty hoops are basically hoops that you can use for your multi-needle embroidery machine. So it has a magnet. So it basically, there you go, there's a front and a back. Be careful where your fingers are. Unfortunately, I have not hurt myself with this yet, but so mighty hoops basically help make it easier for you to hoop your items, especially when it comes to the stabilizer, making sure everything is nice and tight. So then you can just easily slide it into your embroidery machine and get embroidering. So I will also get to what projects you can use with these and how it will help change the game for your embroidery business. So the first question is, who can use them? Like I said, this will change your embroidery game. However, you can only use these for multi-needle embroidery machines, such as my Racoma in the back, because it has underneath here, it has like a little arm. So the flatbed embroidery machines, such as this one, since as you can see, it has this plastic thing underneath it, you would not be able to use these mighty hoops for, because it has a magnet attached to this and it could mess up your machine. And as you can see, the brackets and everything wouldn't allow you to slide it in like you would use for a normal flatbed embroidery machine. But yeah, so this is the group of people that you can use for this is for your multi-needle embroidery machine. If you go on their website, you can put in all different, you can just put in your what your machine is, and then they'll kind of, based on their measurements, and you know, I don't know how it works, they'll make sure that they send you a mighty hoop that is perfect for your specific machine. So what can you use them for? You can use them for a variety of projects. My good old reliable mighty hoop here, like I said, I think I mentioned this is my 11 by 13 inch mighty hoop. I use this mostly for my adult sweatshirts that I make. So I believe I actually did post a video about how you can embroider a sweatshirt. Actually, I did post that yesterday. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check that out. But basically, I use this for pretty much all of my adult sweatshirts that I use, just because it has such a big embroidery field. And as you know, the bigger the shirt, the bigger the design, the bigger the hoop you'll need. And even for this design that I have on my sweatshirt here, I use this exact mighty hoop. Worked out perfectly. So yeah, so you can use mighty hoops for a variety of projects, not just adult clothes, but you can embroider onesies, sweatshirts, tote bags, aprons, a whole variety of things, as long as you have enough room for the bobbin area under here, so the bobbin can catch the top. And just making sure that you don't embroider anything that you're not supposed to. But yeah, this is for embroidering flats. So anything that is flat, that you have enough surface area for, and making sure that it doesn't get caught, that there's enough room for the arm underneath here, then you'll be perfectly fine. And in a moment, I'll kind of go over what different embroidery hoop sizes that I recommend for different projects and what I use them for. Where can you buy them? You can buy them at mightyhoops.com. Very, very easy process. They actually even ship out these Mighty Hoops pretty quickly, so I was very impressed with that. So like I said, I have 3 different Mighty Hoop sizes for myself, just based on the needs for my small business, and hopefully I'll be able to upgrade more. So yeah, so like I said, mightyhoops.com. I think they're at least $100. I think for the most part they're around $125-ish, which can be a lot of money, but I'm telling you, this will completely change your business. I don't ever get hoop burn from these. I don't know if it depends on like what material that you use, but it's very much easier to hoop your projects with these compared to using the hoops that come with your embroidery machine. And in fact, I have not touched the ones that came with my embroidery machine, just because I've watched various YouTubers use these Mighty Hoops, and I just went right in with it, and it's been awesome ever since. All right, when do I use certain sizes? So like I said, I use this Mighty Hoop. You can maybe even use them for tote bags, anything that has a large enough surface area for it and that the arm underneath will be able to go through it fine. So like I said, I use a specific one for my adult sweatshirts. Like I said, 11 by 13 inches. So this is what I use this Mighty Hoop for. I have another one on my lap here. This is my 8 by 9 inch Mighty Hoop. This would also be great to use for tote bags, aprons as well. I actually embroidered out a couple aprons with this specific Mighty Hoop. And then also kid shirts. So as you guys hopefully know, I have a kids embroidery business, specific Etsy shop where I make birthday outfits, holiday outfits, all different sorts of things. And I mainly use this 8 by 9 inch Mighty Hoop for my sizes that are 3T and above. In my opinion, the 2T and below are a bit too small for this Mighty Hoop. You don't want to stretch out the fabric or anything, so that is why I use this for 3T and up sizes. So I use this one a fair amount myself, just because most of my orders that I get are 3T and above. But I do also use my other Mighty Hoop, which I'll show you in a minute. All right, so this is my, I believe it is 7.25 by 7.25 inch Mighty Hoop. I use this one for kid sizes 12 months to 2T. So like I said, I don't use this hoop that often, but when I do, it is for those specific sizes. Basically, for the most part, when it comes to using Mighty Hoops, the smaller the project, the smaller Mighty Hoop you'll be using, which makes sense. So that is why I use this for that. Additionally, I also recommend that if you are planning on embroidering onesies or something like that, that you use the, I think it's 5.25 by 5 by 5 or 5.25 inch Mighty Hoop. I think it's the 5.25 by 5.25. That is a perfect size for embroidering onesies. Unfortunately, I do not have that size Mighty Hoop, just because I am hoping to eventually get the Mighty Hoop station, which I would love to do a video on that, but like I said, I don't have the funds for that exactly now. But you know, who knows what the future will hold. Hint, hint, Mighty Hoops, maybe sponsor me. But anyways, so hopefully that'll be a future video where I use that and show you how it changes your embroidery game. But yeah, so those are the different size inch Mighty Hoops that I use and kind of what I use them for. All right, why should I buy them? Like I said, it will completely change your embroidery business. One, it makes hooping shirts a lot easier. You don't have to worry about hoop burn or anything coming apart. You just snap them into place, because like I said, the magnets are definitely pretty strong on it. So you don't have to worry about anything kind of coming apart with these Mighty Hoops. As long as you slide them into the brackets and the brackets click, then that Mighty Hoop is not going anywhere. Like I said, it will greatly help your business become more efficient, rather than it taking forever to kind of finagle a specific item in a your regular hoops. These Mighty hoops, you just slide it under the shirt with the stabilizer, put it where you want it to be on the back, and then you snap it into place. So that is pretty much how you use that. Highly recommend it. Like I said, I never even use the regular hoops on my Ricoma. By the way, I have the Ricoma MT1501 embroidery machine. And I've always used the Mighty hoops. I've never used the regular hoops, but maybe one day. But for right now, Mighty hoops, total game changer. Very happy that I purchased them when I got my machine. All right, so then how do you use them? Like I said, it's a magnet. So there is a back magnet and a front magnet that kind of makes them snap together. So I will show you briefly how you know what the top is. So basically, this is the front. The front is the part with the brackets. The back does not have the brackets. So basically, the top of the Mighty hoop are the ones with the warning labels. So as you can see, this is the top of the front. This is the top of the back. And then you'll be able to kind of get your fingers in here. Let's see, I'm trying to show you. Well, it's easier from getting it from the bottom because the bottom has this like lever thing. So you just kind of pull on the lever and pull it apart. So like I said, this is the back. This side is the one that will go against the shirt. This one will not go against the shirt. So these have different magnets and different things to it. So this is the, I guess, sandwiched in between. And then this is the front. So like I said, warning labels go on the top. And basically how it works is that you would put the back of the Mighty hoop within your item, and then along with the stabilizer. So the stabilizer, you want to make sure that it is at least a little bit from the top here, so like right where my finger is to the bottom. As long as your Mighty hoop catches it a little bit, then that stabilizer will be there. It's not going to go anywhere. It's nicely hooped. So like I said, this is the bottom. This is the part where you will have your stabilizer on it. And then, again, keeping a note where these warning labels are, because the warning label is the top, then you would just kind of sandwich it together like that. So that's kind of how you use the Mighty hoops. Now, when it comes to ordering your Mighty hoops, I actually encountered this issue when I first, well, it's not really an issue, but not indiscretion, I guess issue, we'll just say. So when you go to order your Mighty hoops, it'll ask you what your machine is, or your sewing field type or something like that. Since I have the Ricoma MT1501 embroidery machine, it wasn't popping up on the list. But luckily below that it says, it lists, there's like a box that you can include your sewing fields or whatever. I just put that my machine is a Ricoma MT1501 embroidery machine, and they kind of figure out based on the brackets and measurements, I don't know how it works, they'll be able to figure out, okay, since she has a specific machine, she needs these specific type of brackets, a specific Mighty hoop, and they'll kind of include it all in the packaging. So they have these brackets and the little screws in here and a little baggie separately, so you kind of have to put it together. Pretty easy to put it all together. Some of the brackets might say left L or R or whatever. You just have to make sure that you put the left one on the left side and the right one on the right side. But I think that was only for my 11 by 13 inch Mighty hoop, which you can see right there. You see it says R, so that means that it should be on the right side. And when I put it to myself, this is my right hand and this is the one that says R, so that's kind of how you can tell. But very simple process, like I said. Got to me pretty quickly, I would say maybe within a week of ordering. And when I first was ordering, I didn't know what to put for machine type or sewing field. But once I told them my embroidery machine, they were on it. They actually got back to me within maybe an hour or two of ordering. So they're really on top of making sure that their customers get exactly what they need. But yeah, so that is all that I really know about Mighty Hoops. So you guys know how to order them, where to get them from, what projects you'll be using them for. Stay tuned for future content. I will be using my Mighty Hoops to show you how to embroider different items. Like I said, I already have a tutorial that I posted yesterday about how to embroider a sweatshirt using my 11 by 13 inch Mighty Hoop. And I'm planning on also filming a video on how you can embroider a apron using my Ricoma. Pretty similar process even to using a flatbed embroidery machine, because you just kind of lay it on your machine and it gets stitching. So pretty simple. But like I said, you can only use Mighty Hoops for your multi-needle embroidery machines versus the flatbed. So it cannot work for flatbed embroidery machines, only machines that have like this arm thing going here. So hopefully you guys learned something today. I appreciate you all joining me for this video. Definitely stay tuned for tomorrow's video, which will actually be a live. I'm working on orders right now, so then I'll be all ready to go for tomorrow's live. Planning on making some new items, kind of a mixture of hopefully Christmas, just finishing up a couple dresses and just throwing them up there. And then also I'm planning on working on my Valentine's items, because I've been told you should be working on new items for a specific holiday at least 3 months in advance. So that's what I'm going to be doing, because next weekend I have a craft show and my parents are going to be visiting on Sunday, and then pretty much I'll be going to be going back to working remote for the week of the 19th. So I won't be here that much. So that's why this weekend I really want to make a bunch of new items, get them all together, prep for my craft show as well. So we'll just kind of see where things take me. But like I said, tomorrow's live I will be working on new items. I'll have my orders hopefully mostly done by then. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas so far. If you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on what other content you would like to see from my channel. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. Bye everyone.